The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is arguably the best Zelda game ever made, and it's definitely the most ambitious. Nintendo has outdone themselves, you have to hand it to them. There is very little negative to say about this game. It is, in my opinion, the best Zelda game to date. It may be the same premise, but there's so much more depth this time around. There are other things going on, not just Link rescuing Zelda. All of the side quests add so much to the main story. The depth is what makes the game succeed. And finally, we have voice acting. Voice acting adds a lot to some of the characters we already know and love, including Zelda herself. It makes for a richer and more interesting story. There's also a ton of gameplay variety, more than there has ever been. Everything from fighting, exploring, cooking, transportation, it's all been either improved or newly introduced. Open world and exploration are front and center in Breath of the Wild. The open world design allows you to take whatever path you choose. While most Zelda games in the past were linear, this is not the same. In the past, if you couldn't get past a certain part, that meant you had to find that particular item to advance. Not in Breath of the Wild. Whatever approach you prefer is completely fine. The freedom is really front and center. Exploration is one of the game's biggest draws. You see that mountain all the way over on the opposite side of the map? You can not only go to it, but climb it as well. Conquering the 100+ shrines is amazing. With more than 100 hours of gameplay offers major value. Not only in your wallet, but with replay value as well. There's always something to see and do. The beautiful art style makes up for anything lacking in the graphics department. Nintendo has always been king when it comes to gorgeous art and design. The game world is absolutely huge. This lends itself to so many hours of fun, whether you are doing side quests, the main quest, shrines, or just goofing off. Challenging and thought-provoking puzzles are here as well in Breath of the Wild. Every shrine has a challenging puzzle as well as the 4 boss battles. Cooking is really fun as well. Trying new recipes is a blast. Just experimenting with different ingredients can be an interesting distraction. The NPCs have some pretty memorable characters as well, especially the 4 champions, certain townsfolk, and enemies. Weapons do break a lot, maybe too much, but I find that it's a weird good thing. It really makes you think what kind of weapon you're going to use against who. I personally prefer the heavier weapons just because they knock your opponents around and can possibly knock their weapons away. Also, when you find a weapon you like, use it, because that boss battle you think you want to save it for never really comes around. Overall, Zelda Breath of the Wild is an all-time great. It's a game you must experience and have in your collection. Go out, buy it, to experience everything you will never forget. I'm giving it, you probably guessed it, a 10 out of 10. The mix of gameplay, art, music, and everything is just an adventure that shouldn't be missed. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and